MP about to tear the roof off. Shaking MP.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Doris Burke. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for C.J. McCollum.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you guys are going up against one of the most explosive offenses of the association. What do you have to do to keep them in check?
We need a true team effort. Our court awareness has to be more on point. Got to rebound as a team, make sure we close out defensive possessions, and communication and trust. It all starts there.
That sounds pretty standard.
Okay, you want a real answer? All right. We're not afraid of these guys. We're going to do what we got to do, and if we execute our game plan, we'll come out on top.
All right. There it is, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, B.A., that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
And the Cleveland starting five. Mitchell and Hunter will be filling out the wings. Then there's Mitchell, then there's Mobley, and it's Wolf in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Phoenix, they've got MP, Devin Booker out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Williams in at the center position. Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league. And MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
We have to give props to MP's team. They're 3-0 in these monster games between top teams. MP has played a vital role in their perfect record.
Here's Brooks after the basket by Cleveland. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And here comes Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Green against Mitchell. Here's Williams. Mobley with the block.
Boy, Mobley read that the entire way. His defensive instincts are so good.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Mobley finds Mitchell. Let's go with a three.
Nice defense right there from Green. I mean, he's making his presence felt.
Here's House. Hunter with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And here's Mitchell. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. Hey, from beyond the arc. Drains the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And it's Green with the ball for the Suns. Still without a basket in the game. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And Cleveland has possession. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. He buries it from 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Suns trail by 9. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Graham.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Here's Wolf. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Hunter from outside the arc. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Outside Mitchell. From deep. First shot won't go. And so MP will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. MP outside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Hunter passes to Mitchell. Now here's Mobley from 18 feet away. Williams grabs the board. In transition, here come the Suns. Hunter against MP. Phoenix no good that time either.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Pass to Mitchell. Hunter on the wing from downtown, and Cleveland another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Done. He's checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 16. Here's House. He had 34 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Mitchell against Booker. Here's Hunter. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Out left to the wing. Back to MP. Shoots a fadeaway. Mitchell grabs the miss. And it's Cleveland's ball. They're on a 20-6 run. And there's Hunter on the assist by Mitchell. Hunter's got 12 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Williams a screen on Mitchell. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what I like about Devin Booker in the two-man game. This guy doesn't force anything. He always makes the right basketball play.
A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all three levels of offensive opportunity. And boy, their three-point range is deep, BA.
Now here's Mitchell. Last game with 30. And Cleveland another three.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Suns trail by 18. Booker with a screen on Mobley. MP with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And Booker with the jam.
A little athletic ability on display by D-Book.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Hunter. Mobley outside. Here's Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. Clock at 6. The shot comes out. Green with the defensive effort.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Booker, the pass to House. Back to Booker. MP, a screen on Mitchell. And MP throws it down.
When you look at the career numbers of Booker, here's a guy who has really increased his assist numbers.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Some changes for Phoenix. Now watch. Here's Mitchell. 26 points for him last game against Minnesota.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Now here's Mitchell. The lead is 15. Murray, a screen on Green. The three from Mitchell. Pure from three-point range. Mitchell's got 9.
Boy, Donovan Mitchell has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. Now it's about his efficiency.
So for Cleveland right now, Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Murray. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. Here's House. Outside Mitchell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Doris, Donovan Mitchell has really proven to be the kind of star you can build your team around.
Donovan Mitchell experienced a high level of winning as a young player, but he hasn't broken through and won a championship. So now every aspect of what he does is about making sure the group thrives. That's why you want to build around him.
Now here's MP. He's got 6. Fires it from 18. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland leading by 20. Puts up a 3. Outside Strus. Nails it from 3. He's got 11.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
MP against Hunter. Here's the floater. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at the Suns. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Well, right now for the Suns, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Heat had a huge game. He came away with 34 points, and he couldn't be kept off the glass. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I liked about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Suns making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Outside Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And the Cavs with possession. They're on a 15-4 run. Pass to Hunter. To the inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Wolf's got 7 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Brooks. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Here's House. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Out to McCollum. Pass to House. Brooks the screen on Mobley. House passes to Brooks. Over Mitchell. And that one's good for Brooks.
And give Brooks credit. I mean, the defense put up a stiff challenge. And in the end, he gets the better of the matchup with great offense.
Stolen by Mobley. Fast break Cleveland. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Mobley. Mobley's got 3 assists now in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And here's Hunter from the arc. Drills it from deep. Hunter's got 15 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Mitchell against Booker. MP outside. 6 on the shot clock, and they pick up 2. House has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Mitchell. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
This is a move that Donovan Mitchell has made over and over again. Off the bounce, so tough.
From the wing. That one no good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
In the West, Victor Wembanyama.
Everything's coming together for him. Obviously, the points are there, but even...
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that is going to do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he's played with great energy.
Winner is Black Boy Mac.